Yes, welcome. Please sit down, Agent. Well, not Agent yet. As you know, you have completed your trials, and after reviewing your skills and attempt to, infiltrate Facility 83X, I cannot say that I am impressed. Yes, you did complete the mission, and that is not the important part. You gave away crucial information by revealing yourself to the enemy. And you even revealed yourself in the beginning. And you sustained a lot of wounds for this. And we have to use our resources to heal you up and make sure you're fit again. But still, the enemy now knows more about who we are. We cannot have such failures at a company. So I'm sorry to say we cannot have you as part of our team. And of course, your family will be greatly compensated for your loss. And we will say it was an honorable death in duty. So long.
Hello.
Welcome, Agent, to your last part of your trial. Here you will prove your skills in how to infiltrate Facility 83X. And this will conclude your assessment, our assessment of you for our company. Okay, welcome to Talkers Reviews. This is a board game, okay? No killing here in real time. I hope not, at least. In this game, it's kind of a mouse and cat game. You have a mouse sneaking into the facility here and trying to sabotage or get information from certain points on the map, while the other team is trying to find this perpetrator and stop him. Well, first, one player has to decide to be the red player. And the red player has one agent to choose from, any out of 4. But before you can choose one, the blue team chooses their things first. So, let's say it's a 3-player game with 2 blue teams and against 1 red. The 2 blues may be selecting the gun, who can snipe down corridors and be ready and shoot extra well, as you should. So, let's say the gun. And the beast, who can smell. I do smell something here, and it's not... Oh, it's me. Okay. Or the prophet, who knows that next turn the agent will activate the panel. Okay, we have to hurry. Where could it be? Or the puppet, who can actually remote control the vehicle and use its ability without being in the vehicle. So all of these things are very great abilities to have. But for now, let's just say the gun and the beast. And now, the red player may decide which agent are going to send in. So we have the orangutan, he has extra health, it's always usable. And Blue Jay, who can hack the terminals one space further away, very useful. And the spider, who is very hard to hit, so maybe useful against the gun. Or Cobra, who will stun the agent who lands on him. So the beast is possibly trying to smell him out, so maybe go with Cobra. And of course, they don't go in alone. They have with them equipment, and this equipment is very nice to have. Of course, the hunters does not know which agent they've chosen, and this is very important because the agents are very varied in their powers, and not knowing what power they have is very crucial for the agent to hold hidden, because then the hunters have less information to go on, and the agent can use bluffing and double bluffing, you know. But also they have equipment with them which are agent specific. And these equipment are also crucial, they help a lot. Like this one, the orangutan, he can stun agents in the area, hunters in the area. Or this one, you can actually stun them as well, but you choose a hunter that is stunned. And here you're hard to hit, you reduce the die roll, but here my favorite is holo decoy. In all these other examples here, you reveal the card and say, I'm using this skill. But in holo decoy, you don't reveal the card. You don't even say you use the card. You just cheat with the last scene marker. Very nice to have. And of course, as long as the others don't know which agent you are, you can bluff and say or believe anything, or say or make them believe anything you want. And very nice. But of course, you have more equipment as well. Non-agent specific equipment. So like this one, stealth field. You can sneak behind an hunter without being seen at close range. Very nice to have, but you have to say that you use a card. But that could also be this card, which is to go faster, and that is very nice to have. And they don't know which of these cards you have tapped, because they don't know what card you have. Then you have the smoke grenade. Of course, you have to reveal this card and say, use a smoke grenade, and it's used to sneak by areas or maybe just bluff. Flashbang to blind your hunters and yeah, make them not see you. And that's also used as bluffing. All these cards are for bluffing or not. That's kind of up to you. Okay, the agent always starts here on N1. So, like so. But of course you don't have a figure, they don't know who you are yet. And the hunters, they start here in the car on K17. In case it's 3 players. So we put them here inside the car. So at the start, the agent, he will use this. You will need a pen or a pencil. So he will just note here on this sheet of paper here, which is identical to this, where I'm going to go now. And all players can walk 4 steps in diagonal and orthogonal, in all directions. So I can go from here to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. So I just noted on my paper here and says I'm done. And of course I have a screen here, so the other players can't see where I'm going. And with having the sheet identical to this, I don't really have to look too much on this one, except ask for position for the hunters. So, okay, hunters, where are you? Okay, you're on K17. So after the agent is done, the hunters will do, and they can move the car along the highway here. For instance, up here, 1, 2, 3, it's 11 steps max, and maybe pop out of the vehicle like so. And usually you can't do 2 abilities at once. Well, you can't do. So if you use the car's ability, you can't use your ability, and if you have moved and such, you can't do this and that. Anyway, now let's say the wolf went here. Now the wolf can look all the way down here for you, and the car does not block line of sight. All the way down there, and all the way down here until it blocks. You cannot look diagonally. And this hunter can look all the way down here. So we have covered a lot of ground now. And we know that the agent cannot be down here yet, because they can only move 4 steps. So now the agent has to move again. He can be here or here. I know exactly where I am, and I move more steps, and I know that on my card, on my sheet, and okay, it's your turn again. Okay, so what do they do? Well, the gun, he can just aim his gun down here, and as soon as this will force the agent to stay inside, because if the agent crosses here now, while this is he's focusing down the scope, he will shoot at me, and I will get a wound automatically, and I don't want that. If you go down here, the wolf can smell me. He can smell 4 areas around him. It's very scary as well, but this is more scary. So I will make a move, and if I happen to cross a line, let's say I was here and I moved over here, I would say here, okay, you saw me last here. Okay, so now they know I'm down here. So they have to hurry down, whoops, and try to find me. And here's the interesting part. Perhaps I was playing the Blue Jay and I spent my whole decoy already. That means I actually moved over here, so I should have put it here. But instead, I cheated. I put my whole decoy there. Well, it's not possible, but anyway. And they are going down there, and he goes down here, and I'm smelling after you. Do I smell you? No. Oh crap, he fooled us. We have to go down here again. And of course they have limited movement, and I have a lot of time to sneak around. And suddenly I say, okay, I hacked this terminal. Oh no, he's down there. So the agent, he wants to hack 3 of these 4 terminals here. They are chosen randomly and on die roll, but we have area 1, area 2, area 3, and area 4 anyway. So they now know I'm here, I was here, because this is what I do at the start of my turn. So I have moved 4 steps from here. Maybe I moved up here to fool them, and they would assume I'm going down there, so they will hurry down here while I'm sneaking around. There's so many options here to fool the enemy, and it's very exciting. And so much stuff going on, and the cards can be activated, and I can fool them, and they can fool me, and they can try to not fool me, but they can call my bluff, you know. It's so exciting being the agent here, and it's also very exciting being the hunter. Yeah, for this example I'm going to use a figure, and of course I don't do this in real life. So I can move, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stand there. So I notice on my sheet, and it's your turn. So let's say there was a hunter there, and he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. He didn't see me. What? But he was standing right there, man. He could see me right down. Yeah. Well, of course, the hunters are very busy by walking and looking around, and you can also assume this is going in real time, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's hard. So in that sense, it makes sense that he didn't see me. But also, if the hunter stopped there, he still can't see me. What? It's right there, man. Yeah. Hunters cannot see diagonally, so actually I'm very safe right there, even though he's very close, so it's very dangerous. The hunter can even move 1, 2, 3, 4 and still not see me because, yeah, something else happened. So the only way for them to spot me is to stop their movement while seeing me in a straight line and not like this diagonally. So it's very funny how you can exploit this as the agent, but if you didn't have this rule, the agent wouldn't have a chance at all. So it's a very nice feature. So okay, this game is awesome! I love this game. You know, you're sitting as an agent and you know exactly where you are, and then the hunters are talking together and yeah, I think he's going down here maybe, and they point it exactly where you are and you're like and they do something else. There are so many tense situations in this game because they kind of know where you are in the area, but they don't know exactly the space, and having this non-vision on diagonal spaces, it's kind of easy to hide among the small tight corners here, and this is so exciting. I love playing the agent, I do. I also like playing the hunters, but the hunters have one weakness, and that is the so-called alpha player. That is when one player takes control of the entire team because he knows exactly what to do and he's just deciding everything, which means the other players are just watching and agreeing, and that is just a two-player game actually, with the agent against the other player. Two-player is excellent for this game, so don't mind that. But if you are 4 players and playing a two-player game, not so fun, is it? So this game supports up to more players. So with more players, we have more hunters, and that makes it harder for the agent. So of course it has to be compensated for some way. One way is to do it is, if you have more players, these are removed from the board. These tokens which indicate which terminals are going to be hacked. And it is noted on the sheet instead. So the agent knows where it's going to go, but the hunters do not know. So that gives a bit of leeway for the agent. And he also gains more health and more equipment to compensate for this. And it actually works. It's very hard for the agent to not use equipment here when so many hunters going on. And if you have more hunters, we will after a while introduce a trader cards. Yeah. So one of the hunters is in liaison with the agent. So let's say I'm a trader and I've scored a hidden trader. Here he was. Did you see him? No, I didn't see him. And you have to kind of not be revealed as well. So with more players, this game is fun. With 2 players, it's fun. Just be aware of the alpha player. If you have only one such player in the group, he can be the agent. He has full control, and the other players can have fun. There's one slight thing though. Let's say you're hunters. You want to find the agents as best as you can. So the logical thing is just to have a stand guard and look in 2 directions or 3 directions, and the agent cannot pass there without being spotted. So this turn I'm going to look. That is, I'm going to do nothing. I want to do something, but the best thing to do is to do nothing. And this happens many times. And yeah, it is necessary a lot of times because you want to be logical and stop the agent, but you also want to do something. So sometimes you're just doing something you shouldn't do and you lose control of where the agent could be. But having this non-active rounds is kind of dull, but it happens sometimes. But when it doesn't happen, it's excellent. In conclusion, I love this game. It is great with any number of players, and the components are so simple and few, and so easy. And you even have plastic figures which are not needed at all because you have 2 or 3 on the board at the same time, and even the agents have a plastic figure, and the agent is like, okay, you saw me, and then you remove him from the map. It's like, why even have a figure for that? But the production is great, the game is great. Highly recommend this game, especially if you like hidden movement games and team games. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this review. I hope you will enjoy this game as well. And as always, please check out my Patreon account at patreon.com/talkruss to see how you can influence which games I'm going to review in the future, as well as just support me for my work. It's really a lot of work doing this. But okay, thank you for watching, and have a good day. See ya.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at coolstuffinc.com.